Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear readers. It's Roshan Muhammad Salih, the editor of Five Pillars here. This is a new feature that we're going to be doing every Friday. Inshallah, we're going to be uploading to Facebook and YouTube some analysis on the biggest Muslim story of the week. Either myself or one of the Five Pillars team will be doing it, inshallah. Today, we have to talk about St. Stephen's Primary School in Newham, East London, which has taken the Islamophobic, bigoted decision to ban the hijab for under 8s. This is a school that already discourages fasting during the month of Ramadan. Now, on the spurious grounds that it hinders movements during PE lessons, and also that it's a kind of a barrier to integration, a barrier to being British, it has chosen to ban the hijab. Nina Lal is the head teacher of the school, and Arif Kawi is the head of the Board of Governors. They seem to be the principal people behind this decision. And I'd just like to ask them, who the hell do you think you are? Nina Lal, who the hell do you think you are? Arif Kawi, who the hell do you think you are? To tell Muslim parents what their children can or cannot wear. How would you like it if I told you what your daughter or son could or could not wear? I bet you'd be pretty upset, wouldn't you? Because it's none of my business, and it's none of your business to stick your big noses into the parenting affairs of Muslim parents. The state should not intervene in that. You should not intervene in that. Schools should not intervene in that. This is a free country. It's a multicultural country, allegedly, where we respect each other's beliefs. Now, we know that their real agenda is something more sinister, because Arif Kawi, in a Facebook post in November, said that he was on a personal crusade to limit Islamization in schools. Now, unfortunately, we have so many of these Islamophobic, secular fundamentalists running too many of our schools. We've seen it in Birmingham with the Trojan hoax or horse affair, where brilliant schools in Birmingham that served deprived communities were put in special measures on the ideological whim of Michael Gove and his henchmen in Birmingham, who wanted to stop the alleged Islamization of schools, which in reality means Muslims being Muslims, practicing their faith freely, and also being free to have political beliefs. I thought this was a free country. That's what they tell us constantly. Not even the government, with its right-wing prevent counter-terrorism agenda, says that hijab is a barrier to integration. But that is the message that St. Stephen's Primary School is putting out, and to much fanfare in the right-wing media. I love it the way they announce this measure through the right-wing Islamophobic Sunday Times, and it's been amplified by the right-wing media like The Sun and the Daily Mail, etc., etc. Now, Muslim parents need to fight for their rights, I know St. Stephen's Primary School is a high-achieving school. I know Muslim parents, they don't want to rock the boat, they want their children to do well, but ultimately our religion is a red line. What kind of message are you sending out to your own children about how we need to fight for our rights in this society? There's no point being nice to people, asking them nicely to give us our rights. Every right that we have in this country has been fought for by the civil rights movements. We've got to, we're not a guest community here. Okay? No one's doing us a favor. We are citizens in this country just like everyone else, and we have the right to express our opinions and fight for our rights and hold power accountable. So I hope and pray that the Muslim parents who I know are upset about this decision, or a lot of them are, at St. Stephen's Primary School, make their voices heard and get this decision rescinded. Because if you don't, you are opening the door to more Islamophobia, and you're opening the door to more religious discrimination. So inshallah, I pray that they will stand up for their rights, and we must speak up for them, because I know that a lot of them will probably be quite intimidated by the head teacher and the head of the Board of Governors at that school, who have the education of their children in their hands, or they have a lot of power over it. Okay, so that's my take on this week's big news, and inshallah I will see you next week around the same time, same place. Bi-idhnillah. Assalamu alaikum.